Alright guys, so we are now on part 3 of the Onision video, the reaction to We Broke Up, but there is more. Okay, so part 3 and final chapter.
Twisted thing. And in a significant way, that's my fault because I did primarily focus on the negative. But while those negative facts exist, that doesn't mean we have to pretend that the positive never happened. Because here's the reality. With my wife and my relationship, 99% of things are perfect. I absolutely love my relationship with my wife. Now, the relationship with myself, Billy, and my wife, things were about 92 to 97% perfect. The translation of that is most of the time, the three of us were extremely happy. And the fact that we couldn't get over that one last
So then why are you trying to find other people to be with?
hurdle. The fact that we couldn't figure out how to trust Billy again. To me, it's still an absolute tragedy. Like, even now, my wife is fighting herself from texting Billy because she still cares about Billy so greatly. There's just a lot of hurt still, and there's not much more to say. Because it's not like every day that you just meet somebody who clicks with you. Lainey and I have gotten, I don't know how many, applications you could call them, for people literally replacing Billy. Like, some people actually wrote out basically resumes telling us what they would do for us and how they could fit into a new menage
That's just fucked
situation.
up.
But for us, that's just not how things can work. I don't know how we're going to be a month from now, 2 months, etc. But right now, we're primarily just confused, we're hurt, and we're trying to heal. So I wanted to share all that information with you guys, because as everyone who's paid attention to me from the beginning knows, I provide information on my personal life on a regular basis. That's who I am, that's what I do. I share details of my private life with my ex-wife to the whole world. I share the details of my private life regarding my last 2 exes, also openly with the whole world. Every significant ex-friend I've had within the last 8 years, I've also again openly shared information to the general public about.
Yes, but you gotta keep in mind of the other people. Like, you can't just tell the whole world everything if it involves other people. If it just involves you, then fine. But, like, you didn't have everyone's permission to say the things that you did. You need to get everyone's permission in order to broadcast everything to the whole world.
What went on, because sharing these things with you guys brings you closer to me and me closer to you. It also, through your feedback, helps me better understand myself. It helps remind me of my place in the world. And what's awesome is a lot of you can use these stories to benefit your lives and how you interact with others as well. My experience is toward the end of relationships when you really learn about the person that you were with. I've seen it again and again in my previous relationships where people get extremely nasty towards each other. They cuss at one another. Sometimes people even threaten each other. They'll release photos of each other. In situations of divorce, they'll try to go after money. Or if there are kids, the custody battles, people will lie on legal documents and do other horrendous things. That's another thing about Billy that I just can't hate. She hasn't really communicated anything negative towards me or my wife via text, email, or otherwise. She's just...
But you just shared all that personal information.
generally been a civil person. But it's as I say, there are billions of people on this planet, and maybe my wife and I are just being silly, acting like Billy is the only person who would ever be compatible with us. But at the same time, to me, this seems ridiculous, because my wife and I already have each other. And many of you ask yourselves,
Exactly.
well, because you guys have each other and you're trying to pursue someone else, does that mean you two aren't good enough for each other? Well, in this video, with an analogy that I always gave my wife and Billy, Lainey's kind of like the cupcake of my life. She's wonderful to look at, she's absolutely lovely overall, but Billy was always like the sprinkles on your cupcake. And us
What
all
the
being
fuck?
together, well, that just kind of made something perfect.
No!
So again, it's absolutely tragic.
That's not how marriage
Where
works.
she and I can no longer continue down that path. Despite all the conflict that went down, Billy still meant a whole lot to us. So now you know both sides of Person A's story. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so my thing is, oh my god, you have a wife. You have a child with your wife. You made a promise to your wife. You're devoted to your wife. Well, you're supposed to be devoted to her. You sure as hell aren't. You're supposed to be devoted to each other. You guys have a kid. Why are you acting like it's a game? You guys are out trying to find other people when you have freaking a child to care for. When you're married together and you're supposed to focus on each other, not committing adultery. Whether you're doing it together or not, that's still adultery. Because you're married. That's not okay. I don't know about you guys, but to me it's just not right. It's not right with all the personal information he shared of other people. It's not right that they're more focused on having another partner than worrying about their child or each other. I don't know. I mean, you know, if they weren't married, like, I'd understand it a lot better, like, but they're married is just alright, so that's the end of part 3. Can't believe it took 3 parts to actually record this. So, that's the end of that. So, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like, share, comment. Give me your opinion on it. Please, no hate in the comments. Yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. And feel free to I can never speak, guys. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.